Ma'afa is Swahili for the great disaster or the great calamity. The word was meant to really explain what it must have felt like to be captured, stripped from your homeland, and then brought to the new world to be a slave for your whole life. The congregation installed the Ma'afa Remembrance Window in 2000. The central image is of a man whose torso, his body, is the slave ship icon. His arms are draped with chains, but he's rising. And at some point, those chains will break. And that's the hopefulness that shines through. And so the art piece is designed to, of course, memorialize, but also spur us to action, that there's a lot of work to be done. So that was the inspiration for the Ma'afa Redemption Project.
For this is the will of God in Christ Jesus.
What we wanted to do was invest in young men ages 18 to 30, those who had been cast away, thrown away by this society. The Civic Leadership Academy at the University of Chicago was truly a journey inward. It challenged all of my preconceived notions about what effective leadership means to me. And it challenged me to think more critically about how I was to lead this young organization. I gained better insight into how the city currently functions, how it was set up to function, and how it can function better. And so it not only has helped me personally, but it has helped to rethink how Ma'afa as a community-based organization can have a bigger impact, not only in the lives of the young men in the program, but the lives of community members writ large. This neighborhood and the church has been extremely nurturing for me. A lot of the elders of this church are great migrators. And so all of that history I kind of saw as my inheritance. And that's what gave me identity, that's what gave me purpose, that's what allowed me to see my way through and to understand that my life's work should be to invest in young people just as they invested in me. We wanted to create the space for young men to see themselves differently, to reimagine themselves as men and leaders, pillars of this neighborhood. And so our goal is to embrace the truths that they give us of their experience, but also challenge them to overcome just as their ancestors overcame, to develop the inner resources to persevere and to challenge this system so that their sons, their daughters don't have to fight the same fights. I remember one session with Professor Kathy Cohen at the University of Chicago, and she said the nature of transformative leadership answers this question: how do I continue to empowering people? And that's the question that has stayed with me. It lingers, and it also informs my work now. How is Ma'afa empowering the young men that we serve? How can we reimagine West Garfield Park? How can we reimagine the city? How can we build community from within? Something that's sustainable, something that is for us and by us. How do we do that is the question. And the answer is empowerment.